What's up, everybody? This is Chris Albert, Getting Shredded and Warrior Soul Apparel. I'm getting lots of questions about carbohydrates, how much people should take, when they should take them, whether high carb or low carb is good. Here's my deal. I don't believe in high carb or low carbohydrate. I believe that carbohydrates should be eaten according to activity level. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you're doing a lot in a particular day, then carbohydrate intake should follow that level of activity. For instance, you're probably going to need to eat more carbohydrates on days that you do legs, as opposed to days when you are just doing curls and fucking tricep extensions or something like that, because you're going to be burning more calories. In addition to that, on days when you're not doing anything, you probably want to keep your carbohydrate level as low as possible. Let me give you an example. On my rest days, I try to keep my carbohydrate intake below 50 to 100 grams of carbohydrates. On days when I do legs, I try to eat upwards of 300 to 400 grams of carbohydrates. The benefits of this are as follows. You have a limited supply of carbohydrates in your muscle cells. So, when it's stored in your muscle cells, it's called glycogen. So you have a limited glycogen supply. So that means that you need to deplete that glycogen supply a little bit in order for carbohydrates to be properly used. So when you're doing legs, you're burning off more glycogen, as opposed to when you're doing just arms or something like that, you're not burning much glycogen at all. If you follow eating carbohydrates according to your activity level, that means you're going to get better use out of the carbohydrates that you eat. You're going to use them to put on more muscle and to induce energy for your workouts. If you constantly eat high levels of carbohydrates throughout your days, even on your rest days, then those carbohydrates are going to be more likely to be stored as fat. Additionally, you're going to be making yourself less sensitive to the hormone insulin, because you're producing insulin when you eat carbohydrates or protein. So, because you're going to be producing insulin anyways, you're adding even more insulin to the fold, and you're making the receptor sites on your cells less sensitive to that hormone. So, glycogen is not going to be able to penetrate the muscle cells anyways. So those of you who are looking for ways of putting on muscle without putting on tons of fat, modeling your carbohydrate intake according to your activity level is a great way to do this. As far as when you should eat them, I'm a big advocate for eating carbohydrates in and around the workout. That means having an intra-workout drink with carbohydrates in them, and then following up your workout with a meal with carbohydrates. That doesn't mean eat it right after your workout. That means eat when you're hungry, have some carbohydrates to replace the glycogen that was in your muscles. And again, the amount of carbohydrates should be determined by the activity level you had. As far as pre-workout carbohydrates, I like easy to digest carbohydrates like cream of rice. I mix it with a little bit of fat so I don't get a freaking energy dump during the workout, because insulin pulls sugar out of your blood, and if that happens during the workout, you're going to crash. I hope none of this sounds too confusing for anybody. If it does, please email me at gettingtoshredded@gmail.com. Always available for questions, and I'm always available for coaching. If you want to hit me up for coaching, just ask me for rates and things like that, and I'm more than happy to help you out. And even if you don't, just ask me a question and I'm more than happy to help you out anyways. Hope you guys are loving the beard. Hope you guys are loving the fucking massive fro on my head. The guy on my shirt is a guy by the name of Chesty Puller. He's one of my personal heroes from the Marine Corps. If he were alive today and he could leap off this shirt, he'd probably rip my head off for having this much hair on my face and on my head. Whatever. Peace out, guys. I love you all. Talk to you soon.